Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in the
Shade in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we are getting into our review of Love and Marriage DC, Season 2, Episode 8. And y'all, it was a lot. I was just telling Nails, I don't know how to feel about anybody. It's a lot going on. But yeah, so before we get into the thick of it all, please make sure that you have hit that like button.
And the subscribe button.
And y'all, let's get into it and let's get shady. So we see Ashley. She's coming home to the kids. She looks absolutely exhausted. And in a good way, because Ashley always looks good still. But she's a good looking exhausted. I will say that.
Yeah.
But we learn Quick is in the hospital for a second time in a week. Quick was diagnosed, y'all gonna have to bear with me. Esophageal achalasia. Is that what it was?
I wrote it down later. I waited for Quick to say it when they were together. I wrote it when they were having the full conversation.
Well, he couldn't barely say it. So
yeah, he couldn't. But
he
I
was like, oh,
expected him.
he even said, it's written somewhere down in my phone. So
I ain't write it down there because she didn't seem too sure.
So she just came home to get clothes. If he has to stay, and says that, they're talking about surgery on his esophagus. She wishes he would just stop going so hard and basically take care of himself. And apparently all this started with like hiccups.
And I guess he started hurting and like
right
as they kept going. And she just frustrated because she like, dude, I've been told you to take care of this. Now you wait to get worse.
What I thought was crazy, and I didn't know, I guess he's old enough, but I thought it was heartbreaking to hear her talk to the kids and tell them what's going on with Quick. But it was even crazier when she's like, he just won't stop. And I guess she kind of like started venting to her kids a little bit. But it was crazy when Antonio was like, but he's not. But he's never going to. This is what dad does. That broke my heart. It really did. Because I was like, your son sees it. And he's like, you're basically killing yourself. And like, that's what my dad's going to do. Like, I don't know. I just felt so bad for him. It's almost like he's numb to it. Because he's just so used to it. So,
and I thought it was kind of funny, but I know she wasn't being serious. When Ashley was like this kind of makes me just want to be like, sit your lonely ass in the damn hospital by yourself. Okay, you did this to yourself, so you suffer with it by yourself. But we know she ain't gonna do that.
I know, but I was she like, tough love.
So then Arena and Jamie, they stop by their friend's sex toy shop to see what they have to spice it up in the bedroom.
Cause y'all know,
time girl
ain't having no sex.
Maybe, she ain't having no more headaches no more. She ain't tired no more. It's about time she ready to spice it up.
Okay.
So her friend Shawnee tells Jamie to keep an open mind. And he's definitely not open to his wife getting a dildo.
He said that's absolutely not happening.
Yeah, out the question.
He said, don't even look in that direction.
Listen, I would have walked out with something that vibrates. This is a vibrator, sir. This is not a dildo. It's just shaped like what?
I was like, it's just shaped like a big.
So Shawnee is trying to help Arena find something to, help her enjoy herself, and tells her that she needs to explore her own body. So that basically she would be able to tell Jamie what she likes.
Right.
In a nice, little, sweet, sexy way. Jamie is talking to Shawnee's husband about how he shows up to the party early. If you know what I mean. Okay. It's
real early.
Real early.
The rope is still outside.
And apparently it's because his wife makes him wait too long. So
he gets so excited.
They're looking for some pills to make him last a little bit longer, or Make him show up later? Make him
show up to the party on time. Or no, make a grand entrance.
I can't stand you. Yo, you an idiot. He's so excited that, his wife was introduced to some vibrating panties. He said he used to see them things on movies all the time, and he always wanted to try it. So he's excited. Arena tried to make a joke about putting it on him, and he looked like he already slapped that girl. He's like,
don't play with me, especially
like,
not on this TV.
Right? Let's not do that. Like, y'all play with me enough, okay? For some reason, Arena thought this was the best time, when they're talking about sexy time, to have a conversation about what happened at the event. And him bringing
how
up
to read the room.
social media content. Yeah, listen. I don't know if she thought this was the only time they was gonna get camera time or what, but this definitely wasn't the time. But Arena don't care. She'll go home and be like, "Well, I'm sleepy. I got a headache. I was just, getting that stuff for next time." She probably wasn't even on sexy time for real. And he basically explained the reason why he brought it up is because, she was talking about being an entrepreneur and, doing her wig line. And he's like, okay, well, just don't forget about me. And he says, he's retired, but he ain't retired from losing money. And right now they are by not doing social media. So yeah, they need to hop back to it. And she says, okay, like that's cool, but your delivery was messed up. And was coming at me like I was 5 years old and telling me what to do. And he basically told her that, she has selective memory. And she remembers what she wants to remember.
Right.
Yeah, sir.
What is it? Pot, meat, kettle?
Like, sir, what? So Arena says that basically it wasn't just her. And everybody was down his throat about what he said. And he was like, the fact that you even brought it up, and she was like, the fact that you even brought it up at my event make you seem like you jealous or something. And he was like, girl, I supported you when you was nobody.
Yeah.
Don't be coming at me like I'm jealous. She's like, nobody. She was always somebody.
She was like, I ain't never been nobody.
What you not about to do? Watch nobody walk out this door. What you about to do? Okay. Now, and basically now he's upset that she even brought it up at the sex store and tells her that if her wig line fails, then they fail. And don't you ever call me jealous again. Ciao.
Yeah, Jamie tried it. He tried it.
Nobody. Nobody.
Okay. So now Winter is catching up with her daughter, Kayla, her oldest daughter. She asked her about her boyfriend of 2 years, Kevin, who is not the Kevin that we know of.
Sign my papers, Kevin.
Not the sign
I would not be able to do that. Why yo dude gotta have my ex dude that is like a horrible individual name? Like, we're gonna call him boyfriend or something.
Well, she said he's a very nice guy, and Kayla. I wouldn't
be able to call that man by his name.
That's true. We'd had to come up with a nickname.
Definitely.
So Kayla is talking about marriage and potential baby names, and Winter is like, hold up.
And why are we talking about baby names for real?
Right. So, she's like, how about we talk about finishing school? How about like
degrees so we can feed these potential babies?
Right. Let's do that. So Kayla tells her that they went to a thrift store and he bought her a ring.
That had his initial, I think, right?
Yeah. And Winter basically realizes that she needs to step up her daughter's expectations because
she was like, a thrift store ring is not what we going for.
Right. That's not it. So
can I just point out that Winter had on my birthday dress in the confessional look? I'm just saying. I was so happy.
I don't know if I realized.
I told you that.
I have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, that was my birthday dress.
Oh. So she shares with her about Yusha. And, Winter tells her that they, were introduced, obviously, and they're taking it slow, but they have been talking, communicating a lot, and they plan to have their first date. But it's weird because it's actually going to be a double date with Sherelle and Black because Sherelle does it. Love you, Sherelle. You don't know how to fall back.
So Ashley and Quick met up with the Tylers for brunch to catch up because they haven't seen him in a while. And of course, the Tylers want to know how Quick is doing because, they said the last time they spoke to him, he couldn't even speak.
Right.
He
And of
said that
course, they go back and show a clip, and clearly he was
yeah,
really losing his
and he
voice.
said he couldn't even speak for like 2 days straight. And basically he's gonna have to go to a specialist and find out, what the causes is and if it's treatable. Ashley says overall it's been affecting his mood because he's a grumpy old man now. And he still ain't
Probably
gonna
because
take no
he's
damn time
tired,
off.
he's sick, and he's still working like a damn crazy person. Talking about he can't stop, won't stop. Like he Mr. Combs or something.
But then you find somebody else to deal with it then. I mean,
Look, what I'm not gonna do is sit
just,
around and watch
just,
and wait to bury you. That's what I'm not gonna do.
just because you won't follow the doctor's orders, why the hell I gotta deal with it?
That part.
So Arena tells him, first it was his wrist with DJing, he had gout in his wrist from DJing, and now it's your voice from the radio, and he really needs to take a break. And he says that he agrees. So he's gonna go to a specialist and figure out what's going on, and then from there find out what the necessary steps are. And let's hope they tell you to rest and you actually listen. Mr. I'm gonna take the
He
next
didn't
steps
do
that
that
they
when he
said.
had the gout.
Yeah, but now he's talking about surgery and stuff. Let's hope. Let's hope that this sounds more serious to him and his ears.
And he actually listens.
And he actually listens.
One can only hope.
So then Quick switches gears and asks Arena about her wig launch. And jokes that, her wigs turned her from Arena to Ray Ray.
Mm-hmm.
With that bob.
The Bobby bobbing.
And Ashley says everything was all good until Mr. James Tyler. All right. Quick asked him if he was off the bottle. I said, no, Quick, no, you didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry.
And Jamie said, I had a little bit of the bottle. I won't off the whole bottle.
Clearly, it don't take much. And he basically tells Jamie that when he drinks, he becomes a different person and more angry. And he really wonders, like, if, he got some stuff that, like, he just needs to fix.
Right.
Like, he got some deep inner personal issues. Raina breaks down to Quick everything that happened and how she was talked to like a 5-year-old. And Quick tells him, you
can't go walk around talking but crazy to everybody every time you have a little drink.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, alcohol turns you from Jamie to James.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie doesn't feel like it's a problem. Well, Jamie doesn't feel like it's a problem because he says everybody knows him and he ain't fighting nobody. They all know that he gets that way when he drinks. So he's like, okay, hello, this is the issue. Now, Arena thinks it's crazy that this man just said that he don't get into fights when he drinks and says that he really actually turns extra when he drinks. And of course, they show clips of him about to turn up and fight while he drunk.
You know what this reminded me of? You know how we always say, or at least I can say, one of my biggest pet peeves is when someone knows that they have an issue, but instead of trying to fix it, they just tell you, this is my issue, deal with it.
This is who I am. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Jamie said that it was just a fun conversation and it went left. And Quick corrected him and was like, no, sir, you went left.
Mm-hmm.
In a confessional, Jamie said that he doesn't have a drinking problem, and it
He
might have
felt
been
disrespected that they even insinuated that.
Exactly, and says, it might have been the wrong time to bring up the social media stuff at Arena's event, but he did, so deal with it. Then Ashley brings up the fact that he told Arena that she was a nobody, and of course he conveniently does not remember. Mr. Selective Memory,
right?
Quick says that he hates to bring up old stuff, but I mean, this is just like when you call Jamie a bum and was like, you can't be going around calling your wife nobody. And Jamie's like, I can call people whatever I want. So I think Quick was like, you know what? Woosah, okay. So Quick is like, you know what? Sorry, it doesn't matter. You know what? You hurt your wife's feelings. How about that? And Jamie says, okay. And like I always do, I made it right. I apologized, and she got over it. Clearly, she ain't over it. Clearly. And
There's no
then,
patterns here.
the check comes. And Arena, this so reminded me of Treese. This would have been a Treese moment, okay? And Arena said, since we ain't got no money because we ain't making no social media content, and my husband over here, he's
He's
retired.
retired.
We ain't got it. Okay, we gonna get this to the Silvers. The Silvers gonna take care of this. I said, if this ain't Treese, right here,
My passive
all
aggressive.
the shade.
Yeah. Alicia and Ashley are out here shopping for Christmas trees. Um, they were supposed to be in the holiday of the spirit. I don't know what spirit they were
I
in.
think it started off that way. They was happy about getting a lot.
Well, I guess if we're gonna go by Joy's terminology, messy Alicia wants to bring up the wig launch. And I'm not calling you messy Alicia. Actually, I ain't got no problem with you. But Ashley said that, she offered Arena her help with her event and she declined, and she definitely should have accepted. She talks about her putting up pictures on the wall with packing tape. She said, that's how I pack my orders. So then Alicia brings up Jamie's actions. Right. So Ashley believes that Jamie just can't let Arena have a moment. And I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of believe that.
Agree.
That she can't have a moment on her own and he has to always be involved in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So she says if
so then that's giving what? Jealous.
Mm.
How you jealous of a nobody though? How you jealous of a nobody?
Right. But Ashley says if that was Quick, she would have kicked his ass out and that wouldn't have went down. And we all know that. I do think Quick is low-key scared of Ashley. So I definitely do. So Ashley goes on and talks about how she's so upset that Joy doesn't want to come to her Christmas party. Christmas is a big thing for Ashley. I follow her. It really is. She goes all out. And you see, even in her parties, she kind of does a little extra with decorations. Arena could have used her help. So
apparently a lot of people on the show could have used her help.
Right. So anyway, and she talks about being upset. Joy doesn't want to come because I guess Sherelle, she's worried about Sherelle being there. And so she said over like the Thanksgiving holiday, she had Joy and Clifton over so they could kind of try to get to know them better as a couple. And apparently Alicia came back to report that Joy had some issues or brought up something about loyalty. I'm not gonna lie, that is a Pisces thing. We are very big on loyalty and we are one of the most loyal people. So I get it. And Joy feels a way that Ashley has a relationship with Sherelle, although she's cool with Winter, and thinks that, that's kind of phony. So Ashley says that she's grown and she's not going to be friends with someone just because they're friends with someone else that she doesn't like.
Oh, also Alicia said that was like a 10-year friendship. They knew each other for 10 years. So basically, right, being that she's now starting this new friendship with someone she does not care for, she's saying, I'm not about to throw away my 10-year friendship just because she's starting a friendship with someone else.
Right.
And apparently she said, and according to Joy, or the way they're saying, what Joy is saying is basically it's fake of her to still be friends with Sherelle because Sherelle is friends with Winter.
Well, I also think Alicia brings up something that Joy said, talking about she like rocks with the Tylers, she team Tylers, and so therefore she refuses not to associate with Sherelle, but also not associate with Sherelle because Winter, and at the end of the day, she's gonna have Arena's back. That's why I said I understand. I don't necessarily agree with it and think it's the most adult thing to do.
For somebody who's always talking about maturity.
Yeah, right. So I will say that, but I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you about the loyalty thing. I will not. I get where she's coming from. I don't think that means you have to be nasty to people though. You just don't have to rock with them. Mm-hmm. You can be cordial. So yeah, no. So Ashley is upset because she didn't invite Sherelle and Black to appease Joy, and now Joy is out here talking shit. So Alicia makes it a point to say, her and Ashley are far from phony, and they didn't come on the show to become best friends with someone who tried to holler at their husband. Shots fired. I said, I love them too. The dynamic mother. I don't care what nobody say. They remind me so much of me and Nails. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Didn't we talk about this last episode though? Like how they're friends. Carmen and Joy are friends.
We did.
The fact that Alicia just called that out.
Woo!
Praise.
Now, look, I'm just gonna call this episode "Shots Fired." So, Alicia asked if they got married yet, because they've been out here hashtagging and what is it? The
Petties.
petties. Okay.
The Tylers and Petties.
Right. And Ashley was like, yeah, I didn't do that till after me and Quick were married. I didn't do nothing with his last name. But you could tell she's visibly uncomfortable. So then Alicia asked her, well, are they, no, and Ashley says, well, maybe they're married. And so Alicia's like, it's one of those.
Are they? So
Are they?
basically, girl,
Right.
She's like, are
And
they
so
married?
she admits they're married and she's supposed to be going to help Joy shop for wedding dresses. And obviously she needs the help. I didn't say that. Ashley said that.
Ashley said she needs it because she needs help with a look. And from what I gathered was basically low-key calling her tacky. Some of us agree and some of us.
All right, Shade Squad. What are your thoughts?
Is she tacky or not?
Hmm?
What, is she tacky or not?
No.
It's the last thing I said.
No.
And you said, what are your thoughts?
I was gonna ask the Shade Squad what were their thoughts on Ashley spilling this tea, because it's big tea. Because I'm sure as viewers, we were all waiting around for this big ceremony that she didn't want to do, was giving all this shit about, I don't want to be married because of this and this, and you're already married. Not that it's any, I'm just saying, do you think Ashley was super, super wrong for spilling that?
I think she was wrong for spilling it on TV, but not to her best friend. So I've definitely told you if I knew.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I don't think, but doing it on TV, that was.
And I would have told you even before I got mad at her. I'd be like, girl, let me tell you what this girl just told me. She already married, girl. She out here making a big deal.
I'm sure Alicia probably already knew. They just had.
That's why she did it. That's why she did it. Messy boots. Maybe that's what it should be called. Messy boots.
That might be it.
Right. It's time for the double date. And Winter's super excited. So Sherelle set up a class with Junior and Deanna's house, who are chefs. And she did it for a date because she thought it would be super fun.
Is it terrible if I just book them and be like, I don't really want to cook nothing. I just want to be in your house because this is really nice. I just really wanted to be in your house for a little while. Can you just do some chips and dip and we can just sit here and talk and drink wine in this beautiful environment?
Sherelle tries to get the tea about what's been going on with Yusha and Winter, and then this girl, she gets saved by the bell. Okay. Yusha shows up with a bouquet of flowers for his boo. And Sherelle like, hold up, my husband ain't even, so where my flowers at?
Right.
You ain't even give me no flowers. I'm your whole wife. And Winter said that it's cute. Like, cute is for little boys, but her man is gone. Okay. And she thought it was super cute that her favorite color is white. She loves flowers. And of course, he showed up with white flowers.
White flowers.
That's what I'm talking about. See, like, to me, this is gift giving. Like, it's
right.
And you put thought into it. That's what makes it. Girl, let me tell you something. Winter, I know you was like this, girl. I already know. So the chef is ready to get things started. And he basically lets you know, look, today you're gonna find out if she's starting to cook or not, if she is the one. And Winter says that, they're having a lot of fun and she likes showing off her cooking skills. And he seemed like he knows his way around the kitchen too.
I for some reason I kind of already felt like, because I know she's from down south, like originally I kind of already felt like she was gonna go in and do her thing.
I don't know.
She looks to me like she can cook.
She gives that vibe, but she also, like, I don't know, she's just like, I don't know. She gives like princess a little bit to me.
Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't say I could see that, but you also
I can see her doing it.
Pampered life too when she was married to this NFL, but you understand what I'm saying? So I think that she can be princessy and pampery, but I think if she needs to, she can.
Yeah, but she said she'd like to. So now that the class is over, Sherelle is back to trying to get the tea. But now she's
There
trying to get
she
it.
is. Even Black is like, Sherelle, let them live. He's like, why
But
do you have
now,
to be so involved? And she's just like, because we are responsible, Black. We are responsible for this. I said,
mm-hmm.
they're not getting married. They are not getting divorced. You are not responsible for nothing right now.
Basically. But now she's trying to get it from Yusha. Okay. Now Winter says that she's never been hooked up before, but she feels that Sherelle and Black did a good job. She is impressed.
They did.
And Yusha agrees. He says um them being able to match them together says a lot about who they are and shows
Right.
an act of love. I don't know why I love what he said here. He said basically you were able to see who we are and see that we make a great connection, and he thanks them for that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you can tell he a deep thinker. I said, all right, Yusha.
And when
So now says that they do have a lot of similarities, but are there differences to a point that they have deeper conversations? And Winter says, with the questions that this man asks, oh yeah, absolutely. Because he goes deep with the questions.
yeah, with the questions,
With the
right?
questions.
With the questions.
She says that he challenges her, and he doesn't ask any surface questions and says, they talk about a whole lot of stuff. Now, that they're heading out, Winter and, him are just like complimenting each other on, how they prepared the food together. I thought it was super cute. She was like, you cut up the vegetables really good. And he was like, yeah, girl, that food was bang. I was like,
They're really cute. I already told you. I think they're so cute.
They are really cute.
Joy. Whew, Jesus on the main line. Here we go.
Into the thick of it.
It's more shots out here just ringing out in these streets to run for cover. So Joy has invited the ladies to a cycling class because she's trying to stay on top of her fitness. She doesn't say for the wedding day.
She said she put in a lot. She said she put on a lot of love.
She put on a lot of love.
And it's gonna cause her arthritis, so she's trying to get rid of it.
Right. Now, Ashley said, although Joy doesn't plan on coming to her Christmas party, and insinuated that her and Alicia were phony, but she decided she was still going to show up in support because that's the kind of girl she is. Now, she says, however, they will talk about everything that she wants to talk about. Now, Arena begins to get on Joy after the class for her missing her wig launch. And, Joy apologizes and lets her know that she really did want to be there. And basically, it's like, what can I do to make it up to you? And Arena's like, you're
I'm gonna let you. No, she didn't. She said, I'll let you know.
She said, well, you better buy a wig.
She said, I'll let you know. And you better.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'll let you know. That Arena's good. She's like, but I'll hold you to that.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how you can make it up.
So apparently Joy and Clifton had some sort of stomach bug. We don't need to get into the thick of that.
Oh yeah, because she did.
Right. I didn't need that. Again, Pisces, too much information.
I was just about to say that's definitely a Pisces thing.
Yeah. Arena does share that she invited the Duncans to her wig launch. It says that she wants them to be able to be cordial. And, obviously, since Ashley is going to have Sherelle around, she just wants them to be in a good space. And Joy understands. But questions like, would you have told me? Because you damn sure didn't tell me before. And she's like, oh, I would have told you before you walked in the door.
Yeah, when you got to the door.
But no, I wasn't going to tell you that I invited her because I knew you wouldn't come. I know how you are. So
then Joy is like, yeah, I still would have came. I wouldn't have came to a Sherelle event, but I would have still came to the launch, even if you told me she was there. So Ashley's like, oh.
That's a lie.
Because you told me to come you opposite. You ain't coming to my event because Sherelle gonna be there. She said, oh, that's more intimate. That's why.
Ashley said, I have a 4-level home in a huge backyard where you've been there and ain't even seen.
Y'all ain't crossed paths not once. So that could have happened all over again. I said, ooh.
Basically,
she was Christmas tree shopping, and I guess Alicia told her that Carmen reached out to her for the details about the Christmas party, and
the one that she became best friends with that was trying to talk to her, man.
But also mentioned,
let's make it clear for the people that don't watch Ready to Love who Carmen is.
And should or watch our reviews.
Or you can do that.
But also that Carmen mentioned that Joy said that she needed a break or she was taking a break. And apparently it was because Joy said that Alicia and Ashley are phony because of the friendship that she's still carrying on with Sherelle after being friends with Winter.
I need Carmen to take a break from them blue contacts, but go ahead.
You know that ain't happening. But basically, she said she doesn't know where Sherelle is when it comes to her because Ashley told her that her and Sherelle were associates, but this associate is around all the time. And, you know, she said if associate who is not your friend is always around, basically it's uncomfortable for her. And she told her that it's uncomfortable. And Ashley says that she feels like it's the same thing
with Winter,
the same way she feels about Sherelle and Winter. She's extending the olive branch to Winter on behalf of Sherelle, basically because she's with Sherelle. And, you know, Joy is just like, okay, well, she's not, huh? Oh, and basically, no, my fault. And Ashley's basically like, you know, she's not about to let Winter dictate where she's gonna go, where she's gonna be. And Joy's like, okay, well, you know, she doesn't dictate anything. They do. She just has a choice whether to be there or not. I think she missed the whole thing that Ashley was saying right there, but we're gonna let that.
Oh no, Joy was gonna sit in that. I'm not going.
Well, it wasn't about her going. It was, well, anyways, Ashley.
I don't fuck with her.
Ashley says, okay, well, screw all that. Because the real hiccup is the fact that you insinuated that me and Alicia are phony. And that you don't ride for me. Or ride for me and my husband. Just for Arena.
And Jamie.
And in a confessional, Joy said that she has never dreamed of Mexico so much since she's been around these women. The stress of immaturity, BS, and horrible telephone. Basically, if the opportunity presented itself all over again, her man is leaving.
Can I just tell you, you know what it is, and I don't know why, because again, I understand it was a different setting, but Joy understands how this reality TV game works. And I don't know, I'm not going to say, I don't think she's playing victim, but I think I just don't understand why you set yourself up, because this game of telephone is how the drama starts. And if you wouldn't have said nothing to Carmen.
Oh, no, this is who she trusts. This is her friend. So she think it ain't going nowhere. But regardless.
And it straight to Alicia. You understand?
My thing is this. Even if Carmen didn't say anything, we know it's going to get ran back. And we know that there's going to be a reunion. Now, maybe you're used to the way Ready to Love does reunion, where they keep half of y'all backstage and the other half out in front, and you only deal with certain. That's not how this works. All of y'all will be on the stage all at one time, where y'all will all discuss y'all issues all at one time. So it's going to get talked about. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't.
You're going to have to stand in your.
Exactly. And when they start pulling it up.
Or not show up for the reunion, because it makes you uncomfortable.
Or you got a bug. You know what? We should make a bet on that. I think you're right. I think you're right about that.
I think she not show up.
Oh, I had to be in Mexico, or girl, you are. I think you spot on with that one. So basically, Joy says that she did not say she was phony, or that she, you know, rides for the Tylers and not them. Basically, that she rides for both of them. And Arena seconds that. She was like, no, I was right there, girl. I seen what she said, and that ain't it. And she basically says that she says she rides for us, and that she don't with Sherelle or her husband. And Joy's like, yeah, boo, that's what I said. But honey, you did call her fake with Carmen, though. And that's, look, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to come back up. So Ashley basically expresses that, you know, she let Joy into her space and was considering calling her a friend. And then, you know, felt some type of way when she heard this and was like, damn, like, is she really my friend? And that's basically why she uses that word loosely. And Joy
doesn't use that word loosely.
Huh?
That's why she doesn't use the word friend loosely, because.
Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't use that word loosely. And Joy basically says that she wouldn't put herself in her space if she didn't care about her or consider her a friend, and told her that that's not what happened. Now, Ashley
that bothered me. That bothered me when she said that. Because the one thing is that I don't, and maybe I'm wrong. That was a bold-faced lie.
She's been lying this whole conversation.
Okay, but that in
How did
itself,
this one statement,
because
all
the
of it,
context,
everything she said was a lie.
I
I
don't
thought it was
know.
fake as fuck that she
Because you
even
know,
invited.
I
First
be
of all,
one, I be one to stick up for my Pisces, but
let me tell you something. I thought it was fake and phony that she even invited her to spin class.
well,
So we on a whole fake ass roller coaster right here. Whole lying ass fake ass roller coaster. Oh, Joy is giving fake and phony. So Ashley says that, basically when she was told what she was told, she got pissed. And sometimes when that happens, she get a little pissed and petty. And basically she talks about how Alicia talked about the hashtag the petties. And wanted to know if they were married. Look, that's so caught Joy off guard. Let me see. If she was drinking something, she probably would choke. She said, what? What happened? She said, she asked me if you was married. And in a confessional, they asked Joy if she was already married. And we got no answer. She just looks super duper uncomfortable.
Well,
so we'll find out what she has to say. It might not be the truth because she's been lying all episode, but we'll find out what she has to say about whether her being Mrs. Petty already. Mrs. Petty, ain't that
already. Ooh, well, y'all, I told y'all it was a lot to unpack.
It was a whole lot.
So, thank you guys. Please drop down in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. Was Ashley wrong as hell? Was Joy just straight up lying to us and being fake and phony? Is Jamie wrong?
She lying to us. She was lying to Ashley.
Well, then
we seen.
Anyway, y'all, please make sure if you have not already that you have hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And y'all, please make sure you're following us on all of the platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, IG. Yeah. Of course, they left us hanging. So we will catch y'all next week with a continuation of what the hell is going to happen, even though I think we already going to know and it's confirmed.
The lies are going to be told. I'm excited to see what her wedding dress is going to look like now.
I can't. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Good night.